All right, so algebraic reasoning, our goal is to quiz today. Now, if you don't remember yesterday, or if you didn't read it on the announcement part yesterday, it did say quiz tomorrow. If you don't believe me, you can go to the video from yesterday and look at it, and it will say that, I promise. Okay? Good question. Where do you find the videos? So, real quick, I just want to make sure everyone has their warm-ups on their desk. We're about to go over this. Okay? Right? Real quick, and just a reminder, if you don't know, if you are not here on a Monday, you don't get the warm-up sheet, or if you lost it, or whatever excuse, okay? And I've probably done this before, but if you look back here, everybody, look over here real quick. You have to turn your head, look at the eyeball. Okay? So the very first little thing says warm-ups. If you need extra warm-ups, that's where they're at. If you miss a day, I'm not going to give you what you need, but you can come get it right here. Okay? Let's say you missed Friday, 8:20. There's a folder behind 8R that says 8:20. Okay? You can get your assignment. Cool. So if you're ever missing something, you can get it here. Where else can you get it? Google Classroom. So here's the goal. The goal is to have everything you need over there. If we take notes, I'm going to put them over there. Filled out and blank, whichever one you want to use. Okay? The blank ones don't really help you, right? If you're not part of the Google Classroom, look over here. These are the codes. If you change class periods, the codes, right? So again, you want to make sure you are in the Google Classroom, because the question is, where are these videos posted? And the answer is Google Classroom. Now, if you want, you could subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to get I'm not saying that because guess what? You'll get 2 math lessons a day. I'm sure that's exciting, right? So,
2?
Well, the one that you're here for, and then geometry. We get 3 together. Again, subscribing, I don't know if that's really helpful, but what's what called? I don't know if there's a name for it, but just look on Google Classroom. There's links on there. Okay. So, but without further ado, okay, we're quizzing today. Again, I know this has been the first couple weeks we're leveling out classes, but you should have given me a goal setting sheet and a student info sheet, or today you will do that, hopefully. Okay, now this was from Friday. You should have turned that in. And then this one right here is what we did. My alarm went off while I got a scam call. Cool. All right, but from last class, multi-step distribution is what you should have done or turning in today. I have been recording my lessons for like 4 years, so there's some classics in there. All right. Let's do the warm-up so we can get to that quiz. All right. Now, if the word quiz freaks you out or whatever, again, all we're doing is solving equations. That doesn't mean it's easy, but it's stuff that we've done. Hopefully you've done before in Algebra 1, and maybe you did it in geometry before, maybe even with me, who knows? But you got to be able to solve for x. So what I'm going to do, we're going to do these problems together. You should have already tried them, okay? But this should help you on your quiz if you are understanding these. So first one, number 1, okay? If you have more than one x. So, number 1, if you have 2 different x's on the same side of the equals, do you combine them or get rid of one? What do you think? Combine them. Same side, combine. Okay? Everyone with me? In the back?
You gotta tell me your rule on Bluetooth.
Oh, yes, I do. All right, in the back, everybody. I want phones down, please. So on number 1, we're going to combine our x's. 3x and 3x. They're both positive, so 3 plus 3. What do we get? Okay, 6x. Don't forget the x. What do I bring down? Yeah, bring down minus 2. Bring down equals 22. So if you can combine like terms, now this is what we call a 2-step problem. Because there's 2 things to get rid of. The 6 and the minus 2. And we've said in this class, you have to get rid of the loner first, the minus 2, the constant. How do you get rid of a minus 2? What's the opposite?
Add 2.
Okay, positive or adding 2. And if I do it on one side, do it on the other side, keep it equal. The opposites cancel out, cross them out, and I have 6x. 22 plus 2 is 24. Now I have one more step. Remember, 6 and x, if they're just next to each other, are multiplying together, so we need to do the opposite, which is divide, okay? So anytime you have a coefficient number in front of x, divide. Divide by 6, divide by 6. 24 over 6, what do I get? 4. Now here's a question. Could you do a problem like that, showing your work, get an answer, okay? That's the question. So number 2. Looks a little easier, but there's a little trick in it. First off, what's the loner on number 2? 3. It's got to go. The loner number. How do I get rid of a positive 3? Subtract 3 on both sides of the equals, not under the x. Okay. So the 3 minus 3 cancels out. Now, what do I bring down here? What is this? Negative x. Okay. Very important. If there's a negative in front of x, it's got to stay with the x. And then what's 19 minus 3? 16. 16 is not the answer. Okay? Why? There's a negative in front of x that has to go. Okay, so, and we did talk about this early last week, but if you're getting rid of a negative sign, you have to divide by that negative sign 1. Okay? Dividing by negatives cancel out. The 1 keeps the x the same, so you divide by negative 1 on the left and on the right. All that really happens when you divide by a negative 1, changes the signs. So the negative x becomes a positive x, positive 16 becomes a negative 16. I put one of those on the quiz with the tricky answer, okay? So again, don't mess up that negative sign. Okay, the last one on this warm-up, number 3. What do you call it when there's a number in front of a parentheses and you multiply it? What's that called? Distribution or distributing. So the 5 goes in, the 5 goes into the entire parentheses and it multiplies, right? Multiplies. So 5 times x, 5x, 5 times negative 1, negative 5 minus 5. Bring down equals 15. Last 2 steps. I got to get rid of the loner, which is what? By the way, this is a 2-step problem, so you're kind of getting used to these 2-steppers, right? But yeah, minus 5's got to go. The opposite is, don't do that, is to add 5 to both sides, please. And the opposites cancel out. So 5x equals 15 plus 5 is 20. And once again, 5 and x are multiplying. I need to do the opposite. Divide by 5. Divide by 5. X is 4 again. All right. So if you could do at least one step on any of those problems, then I'm sure you can do the one-step problem. Every one of these turned into a 2-step problem. If you can do 2-step problems, you can do the 2 steps on the quiz, right? There's distribution, there's the weird negative x, there's combining like terms. Basically, these are the harder ones on the quiz. With these fresh in your mind, hopefully you'll be able to do them. Now, yes. Yes, I'd like for you to take it and do it. You can always retake it and forward. But real quick, everybody, what was I gonna say? So, I did make it multiple choice, but let me be clear. I do require you to show your work. And let me say that again. It says it on the quiz, and I'm saying it to you right now out loud. And everyone should have open ears, without headphones in. You need to show your work. 100%, okay? Cool? Now, my style, when we take quizzes and tests, is that you should not have any phones out at all, okay? However, I understand we don't have any calculators yet for the class, which is a bummer. So today, hopefully only, You may have your phone out if you need to do small calculations. I'm not talking about busting out math, taking pictures of things, doing weird stuff, getting on going live or something weird. Okay? Yes. So real quick, is everyone listening? Listen. So, rule of thumb, when you're taking quizzes, tests, or assignments, I don't mind if you listen to music. That's right. I don't really care about that. I do care when I'm talking. Obviously, you know that. So, music's fine. Only calculator stuff. No messaging, all that other stuff, please. Okay? Are we good? If you don't have a phone and you need a calculator, I have only 3 little ones. Please, you can borrow one. It's off the corner of my desk over there. Okay? Yes. Cool. But you right now, again, don't lose your warm-ups. Clear it off your desk, and we're going to get started here in a minute. Okay?